Hi, Debbie Sue. Did you see the title of the video? I'm wondering if people think it's a little bit annoying when you like their comment and you heart their comment and then you leave them a responding comment back. Because I noticed that bigger YouTubers don't do that. Sometimes they just heart, which I understand they read a lot of them, and then some of them will give you a comment and a heart, but I don't see them doing all three. So I'm just wondering what you think about other channels you watch and what happens on your own. It's a little annoying to do all three because I was doing the light and the like and the heart and the comment, and just yesterday I backed it back down to a heart and a comment, and I'm wondering if maybe it should just be either a heart or a comment because it really fills up that notification area. You'll get three then for one comment, and I wonder if people are going, oh my gosh, I wish you would stop. Hey, Cheryl. And Cheryl says, I think YouTube likes the engagement and lets them know people are interested. Yeah, I did hear that. That's why I was doing it, was because that's whatever video I saw way back when suggested that, you completely engage as much as possible, which was all three of them. But then when I get all three of them, I'm wondering, because it has the little blue dot next to it and you have to tap on it and then tap back. You have to go back and forth 3 times for one comment. Debbie Sue says she's trying to heart and comment. Okay. Yeah, maybe it depends on who it actually is, because I certainly don't want it to be like they think I'm not grateful, but I also don't want them to not comment because they're like, she's just going to go crazy on it. But Debbie Sue, I think you get more comments than I do, honestly, because I got caught up on your videos yesterday, and for the amount of views you have, I think you have a lot of comments. I don't even know how I didn't see yours. I think I had 3 I had to watch. And I like them because they're short. They don't take like I got to sit down and watch it and then stop it and go back to it or whatever. I haven't been on YouTube as much as I normally am over the last week, I suppose. So we'll wait and see if a few more people come on here and want to chat about that. Otherwise, I was going to go to the Christmas store today, and I think it's called Christmas Warehouse, and it has the big over the top fancy schmancy Christmas decor. Like if you had a fabulous house, what you would put, I mean, like life-size nutcrackers and which would completely dwarf my living room. Wreaths that would go on an entry gate of your house, stuff like that. And Debbie Sue says that she feels like people would lose interest. She doesn't like doing the long videos. I know, I try to keep mine short too. And when I'm on my other channel, the Bible verse channel, that one is just automatically short. I think I did my longest video there today, and it was, I think, 3 minutes. They're usually just between 2 and 3. And that makes it so easy to sit down and do it, especially out of a book, because the material is already there for me. It's not like Debbie Sue where you have to write the story and edit the story and then read the story. Cheryl says, people will like, heart, and comment if the video resonates with them. Okay. And Debbie Sue says, but I really don't like doing long videos in general. Sometimes I do if I'm doing something in the kitchen that's going to take a while, and I usually don't really stop and start the camera. I just move it around, and maybe I'll have 2 up and then I put them together. But that makes a really long edit to do to do something like that, because you have to make sure that, like, if you're rinsing something in the sink and you want the close up, that you don't overlap with the other camera that was further back. And so it's a lot of going back and forth between different clips from different cameras. But yeah, I would rather have more people watching and commenting on a short video than a long video that people are like, I don't have 10 minutes to watch it. And Cheryl says, I try to keep my videos under 20 minutes. People's attention span is very short. Yes, except for the people that like just the shorts, and then their attention span is really short. And my husband is a short consumer. He loves shorts. Hello, Sally. She says, hello, my beautiful darling friend. Sally, I'm glad you're on here because Chloe has a question for you. She wants to belong to the Sunshine Girls Club. Because I called her my little sunshine this morning, and she said, well, why am I not a member of the club? Debbie says, hello to Sally. And Cheryl says, my husband is hooked on shorts too. Do you think it's because their job is so intense and takes so much attention that just to flip through the stuff is relaxing? Sally said, she's so silly. She's already a member. Chloe. Hey, Chloe, you're a member already. All she did was turn her head and look at me. Do you want to come over here? Come here. Come here. Come here. She's ignoring me. So, Sally, we started off talking about whether it's a good idea to like, heart, and comment on a video that we like, or is it just filling the notifications up of people and they're annoyed by it? Because I have been doing the like, heart, comment forever, and I'm wondering now if I should just do the heart and comment. And Debbie Sue says she does the heart and the comment. Did y'all watch Allison's live? I didn't get there on time. I don't remember who all she was talking to. Where she started in her backyard and she was talking about her booth with her antiques. And I think that was the best live she's ever done. The other one I liked of hers was where she made the chicken salad. She's pretty raw and pretty honest. I like that. Cheryl says, I love engagement, but I can't always do it while driving, right? I'm hardly in my car anymore. I run and do what I need, and then I come back. I don't even have the radio on a lot. Sally says, well, you know me. I'm a do big old paragraph, usually for someone when they leave a comment because I'm so appreciative. And Sally says hello to Cheryl. Yeah, I try to make it personal too. And, while we're small, it's easy to do because there's just not that many comments. Debbie Sue says, when did she do the live? I was on her live yesterday. I'm sure you were on it. I think it said 1 day ago. Did I watch that yesterday or today? I think I watched it this morning. She started out in the backyard and she was on her phone and the planes were going over, and she was happy her dog was barking until he kept barking, and then she got annoyed and she went inside and she started showing stuff off from her I think it was things she brought home from her booth and things she had to bring to her booth. Sally said, to tell you the truth, my regular videos I do mostly for you guys because I try to make you laugh and such, and they don't really get views anyway, but I just do it for my friends. Yeah, it's tough to get it out there. If you don't get a bunch of views in the very beginning, you're just not going to. And my other little channel, my Bible verse channel, all it gets is, it's got 13 subscribers, and I don't think it's put out there anywhere. I just think somebody might happen across it, and that's fine. It's not very much work to keep it up, and if it never goes anywhere, then that's fine too. I watched a video. Debbie says she was there. She's moderating. Okay. And Debbie Sue says she loves your video, Sally. Yeah, it's really hard because when I started making the videos, like say doing something in the kitchen, I tried to like consolidate everything, like it was a little clip of string, a little clip of this, a little clip of that. So I didn't take up too much time. And then I watch other people that don't speed it up, don't clip it, and people seem to like that too. So I'm at a complete loss. But the video that I saw, I sent one video on to Karen. From what I can remember of it, it said that AI is going to take over YouTube, even though it's considered AI slop. And it's really going to be hard for the people that are starting out now to compete with it because they don't have to pay. YouTube doesn't have to pay AI, but they have to pay the creators that are actually making their own content. And the one I saw today was talking about, it was a YouTube attorney. Well, I don't know that she's a YouTube attorney. She's an attorney for very large YouTubers. And she was talking about the copyright strikes and channel strikes and getting your channel completely taken down if someone would happen to recognize a clip that's over 5 seconds or any music that's copyright. She said that it's really bad because if you get sued, it's very expensive to get back out of it. It's more than just taking the video down. And like if you buy your music off Epidemic Sound or something like that, that's fine. But if you're taking someone else's, even like a famous picture, it can really cause you a big financial hardship to get back out of it legally. And it just sounded really scary. Or did I leave off? Okay. And Sally said, well, that's all that matters to me, Debbie Sue. Really, that's all. And Sally also said, Cheryl, I sent a link to Debbie Sue for remember that one time we were talking about why we wake up at 3 a.m. on my life in the morning a while ago. I found a video that's really interesting. I saw one on that too, Sally. Did the girl have long hair? And she was talking about it being her diet because she was carnivore for like 8 years. And then she started adding carbohydrates in during the day and it helped her sleep. And Sally is asking Cheryl if she would like the link to be sent to her. And Debbie Sue said, right, Abby. Oh, and Sally said, no, it's more religious. Ooh, that's scary. Oh, it would be so nice if I could just lay down and go to sleep. Like my dad, he left on his trike and went for a ride. He ate waffles before that. He came home, he ate a piece of sausage, and then he came back in the kitchen and I made him biscuits and gravy. And he goes, I'm tired. And he just goes, lays down and goes to sleep. Sally asks if I want her to send it to me. Sure, I'll watch it. If it's going to tell me that my faith isn't strong, that's going to be kind of a slap in the face because I don't feel that's true. Cheryl said, if it's biblical base is like it. Hey, Rosani. She says hello to everyone. Sally said, no, it tells you what to do when you wake up to focus on God, just like I said my mom told me. Okay. Man, I try that. And that's why, I had that one really strong prayer that I got a response to. And I can't seem to pray hard enough to get a response again. I wish I could. Cheryl said, I'd like it. I meant. Oh, okay. So let me go back and read that again. Okay, if it's biblical based, she would like it. Okay. I probably chopped it up. When I was trying to read out of Billy Graham's book, the Hope for Each Day, the word was technological. I had to start that little part over at least 5 or 6 times because I kept mispronouncing the word. And I was technological. I kept getting tripped up on that middle syllable, and it was awful. And then I could just think of the word and I could say it. But the way it was structured in the sentence, oh my goodness, it was awful. Debbie said, I'm going to read it this evening when I can settle down and relax. Sally. Sally says, Rosani, the room lightened up just by your presence. You have such a positive presence, just like the rest of these young ladies here. That's why I call them my sunshine girls, and Chloe too. Chloe still has her back turned to me. Chloe, are you mad at me? Come here. Come here. Oh, she's just going to talk to me. She's not going to go. You really don't want to come see me? Come here. So I said at the very beginning of this that I wanted to go to the Christmas Warehouse, which is a really high-end Christmas decoration store for the big fancy homes. And that's where I got my Christmas tree last year. They have a room that's just nothing but Christmas trees, but their decorations are fancy and expensive. But it would be so fun to go through there and do a video. Like you could have a business and put a 100-foot Christmas tree up, and that would be the store you would go to. And let's see. Sally says it's very eerily quiet. Is that a word, eerily? Yes, I think so. I don't know, but it's very quiet here without Levi. How did he deal with the exchange? Was he scared or upset? I forgot that was yesterday, wasn't it? And Debbie Sue says, oh, Sally, I'm sure it is. And Debbie Sue said, it sounds like a nice store, Evie. Oh my gosh, it is. It's way out of my league, but I can go in there and buy a little something. And it's just fun to look around. But I thought some of you ladies that like to decorate for Christmas would enjoy seeing the huge stuff that they have. I haven't been there yet. I think it's open year round. But it's November 3rd. Who's putting their Christmas stuff up? Because my fall stuff is still up. It won't be on a Monday, but I'm ready to go back up in the attic, drag the boxes down, and put the fall stuff up and bring the Christmas stuff out. Sally said, I was the one bawling my eyes out. They slept the whole way there. It was very calm, but I told Daryl I can't look back after I left the little yard. They had him in. I couldn't look back. I'm really sorry, Sally. I think I said before that I don't know maybe it was just you on the phone. We had a golden retriever, and I got this lab that she was because this was in like probably 91. It was a long time ago. And she was an $1,100 dog, this little black lab that I brought home. Well, she wasn't little. She was half grown. And she decided she wanted to dominate the golden retriever. And the golden retriever was very docile. And she was just like biting her and biting her. It looked like the golden retriever had been hit with a BB gun. And I couldn't control it. And I had to rehome the lab. And that lab adored me. Everywhere I went, she was with me. Bathroom, kitchen, yard, everywhere. And she went to live with a lady on a horse ranch. So she loved where she went, but my goodness, I know what you mean by the don't look back. So Debbie Sue said, I like looking in stores like that, even if I can't afford anything. Right. I try to find something little that I can get from there that is fun. Last year, when we went and we got the tree, they had these glasses that you put on, and they had Christmas lights in them, and I don't remember exactly what they looked like, but we got our tree, and then we got a couple of those glasses because we were going to my husband's Christmas party and he was going to MC part of it. So he wanted some, he's silly, so he wanted some funny glasses. So I think the glasses were like $8. So we were big spenders, bought a tree and a couple of pairs of glasses. But surprisingly, the trees are not that much more expensive there than they are at any other store like Hobby Lobby. So I don't know about Walmart. They're probably more than Walmart, but they're good trees. They're thick and the lights are strung in well. Debbie Sue gave Sally a heart face. And Rosani said, I still have my fall leaves and pumpkins on the front porch. Yeah, I know when it's technically fall, but I don't mind the Christmas stuff being up for a few months. I got tired of my fall stuff. Cheryl says, your Bible videos will do good. Start with a question first about what you're going to share, then elaborate with a simple story and try to make them at least 8 minutes. I'm your cheerleader. Thank you, Cheryl. I don't know if I could go on 8 minutes. I could practice that. I do think asking a question is an extremely good idea. And I should have done that because I even made time for a thumbnail today with some words on it. But that's a really good idea. All I have to do is read it and make my question out of that. And then I can work on making them a little bit longer. But I was doing the verse and then what Billy Graham had to say. And then there was like a little note at the end. But this time I did add in my own little thoughts on family. Sally said, I chose him after he was 1 hour old, and I've had him since he was 8 weeks old. I'm not trying to think about that. I'm trying to think about the fact that he is very possessive of me. That's what was hard for me with the lab, was the lab absolutely adored me. But I had to stick with the dog that was already part of our family. And it was tough, but I do think that we would have ended up with a vet visit because the golden retriever certainly didn't deserve to be torn apart because I brought a different dog into the house. There's no telling what kind of personality an animal is going to have until you get it in your environment. And Sally, when you got retired, I'm sure it got worse too because you were at home more than, he was used to having you away. And Sally says, and so aggressive when people come near me or dogs come near me. Yeah, that becomes dangerous, especially with you having the fall risk. I mean, trying to get around something or get to something, get away from something. Yeah, that makes it dangerous. And Sally said, I'm your cheerleader too. Let's go, Evie, and get this done. Do the Bible. Yes, I really enjoy the Bible. I really, really do. I'm still in the Old Testament right now for my own personal reading. And I like the beginning of the Old Testament. And I like some of the stories like Ruth and I can't think of the other girl's name at the moment. But I enjoy the New Testament more than I do the Old Testament, except for like there's certain books out of the Old Testament I like, but Numbers and Judges and Deuteronomy, and those are a little dry for me, but I still read them. And Sally says, I'm with you, Cheryl. I will cheer her on. Thank you. Sally says, I love your live, Evie. I always have a great time until you say, okay, people, 1 hour's up. Get going, LOL. Well, I have respect for y'all's time. I always look and make sure no one else is live when I'm starting because I don't want to do that. But I didn't really know. I had in my head, I went to Walmart to pick up a prescription, and then I was going to go on to the Christmas warehouse, and I was like, no, haven't eaten anything yet today. It's already 10 o'clock. So I'll just go back home, and Monday I do my dad's bed and his laundry and clean his bathroom. So I was like, I'll just wait till maybe tomorrow. It would be so, maybe I should call Allison and see if she wants to meet at that store and we go there together. She's pretty fun. Cheryl says, I've had 3 mentors/coaches and have learned a lot about YouTube. I also have a Christian channel, but it's hidden. One day I'll release it. Wow, Cheryl. And I think your channel is bigger than I can't remember how big Rosani's is. Rosani's and Cheryl's are bigger than mine, Debbie's, and Sally's, I believe. So I do appreciate the suggestion, because the more interaction I have, then the more I like it. And Debbie Sue says Naomi. Yeah, Naomi is the mother-in-law of Ruth, though, right? The story I'm thinking about is the girl that went to be the wife of, why am I a total blank right now? She has to hide her ethnicity, and then she confesses to her husband later who she is, and he still loves her. And she goes, I don't know. It shouldn't have been that long ago since I read it, but my mind's a blank. Sally says, I tell you my live in the morning, my sunrise of Sally is the highlight of my day. Yeah, every time I read, I feel better. And Debbie Sue says, I enjoyed your last video, Evie. Thank you. Sally says, I'm trying to encourage Daryl to do his channel and stuff to it. Yeah, it's not for everybody. It's really not. And I feel like during this time of going into the holidays, it's going to kind of get our connection a little bit less. I think everybody's going to get busy. So we'll have to reconnect again in January if that does happen. And Sally said, I kind of like being little, like I know my people, most of them. That's true. Hello, Lynn. She just wanted to say hello. We're talking about YouTube and Christmas. Do you have a channel, Lynn? And I live in Texas. Sally lives in Philadelphia. And Debbie Sue lives in Virginia. And I don't remember where Cheryl lives. And I don't remember if I knew where Rosani lives. Cheryl wants to know what Daryl's channel is, Sally. And Sally's asking, what are you guys doing for Vlogmas? And Sally says Pittsburgh. What did I say? Did I say Philadelphia? I meant to say Pennsylvania is what I meant to say. And Lynn is in Pennsylvania as well, right? PA is Pennsylvania. Now I'm not sure of myself anymore. PA, isn't that Pennsylvania? I don't know. I should know this because I did at one point. It was just a long time ago. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Okay. And Cheryl says, I'm in Palm Beach County, Trump. As far as, I think Rosani might have left. As far as Vlogmas, I think I showed this on another live. I have 24 days of nuts and snacks. It says it's a gourmet gift collection. And my husband agreed that he would do it with me. Oh, this is the front. I showed you the back. It's DM Snacks. And it says Season's Greetings. I'm not very good at this, but I'll show it again. I'm excited for it because it'll start December 1st, but I was afraid they would run out of them. I went and looked on Amazon to see what they had to do for advent calendars. And they have, I mean, literally everything that you could think of, whatever your interests are. And so I decided to go with food. So this is what it looks like. And they're all numbered. There's 2 boxes of them. So these are perforated and you punch them out each day. And then here's a list of all the different nutrition. And here is what's in each one. So the first, December 1st will be cheddar jalapeno clusters. So like I said, my husband was all ready to go. He was like, oh, heck yes. And I was like, and then we can, do a little tiny video on it. And he's like, oh, I didn't know that. But then he said, well, yeah, I guess I'll do it. So either he'll do it or he won't. I'll do it by myself if he changes his mind, and then I'll give him the rest of the package to eat off camera. And he may not be able to do all of them if he's working late. Hopefully he will. I've never done Vlogmas before, and so I don't know. Do you just do? I mean, I know people do it every day. That's not going to go back on. I know people do it every day, but I don't want to like people go, oh my gosh, she's got another snack to try. If I should do like 5 days together, or I don't know what to do, or do it as a short instead of an actual video, or just do a daily video. It doesn't have to necessarily be about Christmas, but begin it with the snack and then do a regular video. Okay, so where am I at? Okay, Rosani is in Enterprise, Southeast Alabama. I love Alabama. I've never been there, but I've seen pictures of it, and you have the beach too. We have a beach in Texas, but it's, it's like a long ways away. Like I think 8 hours driving is what it is. Texas is so big. And Debbie Sue said that will be fun, Evie. I think so. And Lynn said, this is fun. I've never done this. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're having fun. It's fun for us to have somebody new here. So everybody that's on here does have a channel if you're interested. We are all ladies at this point that's on here, and we are late 50s to early 60s, I believe. I'm not asking you how old you are, Rosani, but I'm not sure of Rosani's age. Debbie is the baby in the group. She is 59. The rest of us are 60 or more. And Sally said, I've been looking for someone in Pittsburgh that does YouTube. And Sally says, Lynn, are you going to start a channel? Cheryl says, my husband would love that too. Are you talking about the snack thing? And Sally said, all of the Texas girls got to meet each other, and I really want to meet the Texas girls. Yes, that would be fun. Debbie Sue says, welcome to the group, Lynn. Oh, you're 63. Lynn is 63. Yay. Are you retired or are you still working? You got to give us the scoop. Okay, Rosani is 70. So we range 59 to 70 on here. So much in common. And we all know, those of us that have turned 60, that 50 was not very long ago. Which means 70 won't be very far away either. And Sally says, Lynn, we could all help you if you have any questions. Absolutely. Most of us, I'll say some of us are new to YouTube. Our channels are new, and we have just landed in this really nice group of ladies that were supportive of each other. We're happy to give suggestions, take suggestions. Some of us have each other's phone numbers. We start with email, and then we get a feel for that person, and then we get the phone number. And some of us have actually met in person. When did I meet? No, I guess it was in November. Or was it October? Oh, this is November. It was in October. Myself and Rhonda, that lives a couple of hours away, and then Allison, that lives about a half hour away. We all went to McKinney, Texas, and we met with Allison, that was hosting Karen from New Zealand. And so it was all four of us downtown and going to lunch and into some shops. And it was really fun, and I got to record it. We all recorded some. Daughter of Christ, hello. She says, hello, I have a 5-year-old daughter, and we are struggling with food at the moment. Is there anyone that can help us, please? We came back from the food bank, but it wasn't really much today. I'm sorry. First of all, I don't know where you're at, and I don't know who you are. It doesn't even say your name. Lynn says, I'm watching on TV and commenting from phone. That works. I know some people use the voice to text on the phone. Sally said, that's great because then Evie gets double hours. Oh, Sally says, that's how I do it too. I watch the TV and text on my phone. Everyday Nana, hello. And she's saying hello to everybody. And Daughter of Christ says, my name is Christy and I am from the Bronx, New York. Yeah, unfortunately, none of us are close to you. We just stated where we were from. I don't know what to tell you. I'm really sorry about the food banks. I don't know what to tell you. I'm unequipped to help you with any information. And Simply Debbie Sue says, hello, Yvonne. So Yvonne is Everyday Nana. I have gotten a lot of the names memorized with the channels, but not all of them. So we've been talking about, for those that just got on here, we've been talking about YouTube and we've been talking about Christmas decorations, when the fall ones are coming down, if you have them up, and when the Christmas ones are going up. Honestly, I want the Christmas ones up, but I don't want to go up in the attic and pull all the boxes down and put the fall ones away and then take the Christmas ones out. Hey, Amazon here. Hey. She says hello to everyone. And I guess Yvonne is Nana. She says, I'm listening while doing a Walmart Spark shop. I don't know what Spark is. Walmart Spark. Is that like you're picking up things for other people and then delivering it? Sally's happy to see M. Oh, Sally says it's gig work. Okay. And Debbie Sue says to the Daughter of Christ, maybe this link will help you. And it's www.freefood.org//NY-Bronx. Thank you for doing that, Debbie. Very kind of you. And Yvonne says yes. Well, if you guys want to talk about something else, we certainly can. It's been almost 40 minutes, so I can let you all go, or we can pick something to talk about. Oh, M says I have you turned down, but reading the chat. I gotcha. Sally wants to know what Chloe's up to. Hey, Chloe. Come here. Come here. Don't just give me kisses. Come here. I'll go get her. Come here. Somebody wants to see you. Come here. Here we go. Can you say hello? She was sitting in front of an open window enjoying herself. You say hi? Can you say hello? Oh, you give kisses? How nice. You're such a good girl. You're such a good girl. Yeah, good girl. Do you see yourself? Are you pretty? Mm-hmm. You want to look at Mama? Okay. You're such a sweet girl. You're a sweet little girl. Yes, you are. Put you over here. Oh, you can't see her. I thought she was in the shot. Do you want to come over here? I'd rather stand. Here, come here. You want to stay there? You want to stand on this? No? Okay. I guess she's made her appearance. M says, what a cute bird. She is. She is my little princess. And Sally agrees. She's a little princess. She is so kind. She's so sweet. Debbie Sue says, I love the way she looks at the camera sometimes. Yeah, when she sees a mirror, sometimes she thinks it's another bird and it makes her mad. And sometimes it makes her happy. Sally says hello, sunshine girl. Yeah, want to come here? No. She's being lazy today. Sally says Evie is Chloe's pride and joy, her baby girl. She loves that bird so much. I do, and one of the reasons is because I lost my Yorkie summer of 24, and I didn't replace her. So, oh, you can see her tail now. Can we get you in the shot anymore? Can you scoot over? Nope, she's gone again. She went to her training thing. We're trying to get her to put her harness on so she can go outside, and she doesn't like it very much. So when she wants a nut, she goes and stands on that, and she has to put the harness around her neck, and she doesn't like it. Cheryl says there are several churches in the Bronx to help with food also. Thank you. And Lynn says, so precious. Yes, she is. She is just so nice. M says, is Chloe the bird? I'm assuming. Sorry, I turned down. Yes, Chloe is the bird. She is a blue-headed pianist. It took me 2 years to find her. And she was 2 when I got her, and she turned 4 May 5th. Her birthday is Cinco de Mayo. And Sally says yes. And she said, okay, thanks, and no problem. So I was going to say something. I completely forgot what it was. I looked at something else and that's gone. So we got asked about the Christmas Advent things or doing for Vlogmas. That's what the question was. Is anyone else doing Vlogmas? Sally says she is 4 years old, referring to the bird since she cannot hear. And yes, and you know what's great about birds is like when dogs get old, you can see it in their face. We get old, you can see it in your face. But birds just, they still look, if they're taken care of, they still look nice when they're old. I saw a bird that was 35 years old next to a 2-year-old, and you could not tell them apart. Cheryl says, how long do birds live? They live all different ages. Like the big macaws can live 80 to 100 years. I think her lifespan is about 25 to 35. She doesn't live as long, which is why it was kind of good for me to get a bird that wasn't gonna, I mean, she might outlive me, but it's closer than getting a macaw. Rosalie says, I show 9 folks watching. Please hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, please. I appreciate that. And Debbie Sue said, no. Oh, wait a minute. Sally said, that's what I was wondering. And Debbie Sue said, no, I'm not doing it. But Debbie Sue, you're going to put a Christmas background and take your fall quilt out, right? You're going to do something. That's what I thought when I was watching yesterday. I was like, she's going to have to do a Christmas background next. You know, I have a Christmas shower curtain. I don't put it up anymore now that my dad lives with me because I don't think he likes it. But I had the towels and the rugs and the toilet cover and a little tree in the bathroom. I had that all decked out. But you could use a Christmas shower curtain. Amazon sells them for wherever you've got your quilt. M says, nice. She's a young little lady, 4 years old. Yes. And Sally said, doing what, Debbie Sue? She's not going to do Vlogmas, Sally. Sally says, I'm sorry I missed that. How old can birds get? It varies. My little budgie, she is 8. And they live 6 to 10 years in captivity. But she's really showing signs of getting old. She is, her little nostrils look kind of bumpy. I don't know if you can see that. Really, it's not coming up on the camera. But she's looking a little older, and she doesn't fly around as much as she used to. There she goes. But she gets really, I have to watch the two together because Chloe doesn't care for her. But she flies for a little while and then she just starts to go down. She has not as much, she's not as muscly as she used to be. I might have to go if it may not have been a good idea to take them out. Chloe's ignoring her right now. Chloe doesn't really like other birds, period. But anyway, what have I missed over here? Oh, I did not. Oh, so Sally, yeah, the macaws can live 80 to 100 years. And Chloe is supposed to live, I think it's 25 to 35, maybe 40. And then Georgie, the little one, she's only, like I think average about 10 years. And she's gotten worse about eating. She doesn't eat vegetables very, very well anymore. And like the littler birds, they can't pick the food up and eat it with their one foot, like a regular parrot can. So she has to just peck at her food. And even though I put it through a food processor and just grind it very small, she has a hard time eating it. And she doesn't eat as much as she used to when she was younger. She eats a lot less. And she is fearless. She's walking up behind Chloe. Chloe just got mad at her. Chloe got mad. She's going back in her cage because they're both on top of Chloe's cage. I wish I could turn this around so you could see it, but it's a whole monitor. And so I think it's fine now. But Georgie, when she was little, well, not little, she's probably about 2 or 3. She got into a tangle with another bird, and one of her toes got bit so hard that it when it started healing, the toe fell off. So she has 7 toes instead of 8. Sally says, I'm having a great time. Thank you, Evie. Well, thank you, Sally. She said I was supposed to be doing the kitchen, but I guess that's going to have to leave. That's going to have to leave me. I'll do that later, I guess. And Sally said, that microphone does not write what I say. Darn microphone. Yeah, I think you have to speak really, really slow for the microphones. I know I have used voice to text on my phone, and sometimes I talk so fast that it just jumbles up my words. Sally says that could be the problem because I ramble and ramble. LOL. Okay, well, we've dropped to 7 people. Do y'all want to? Oh, then it jumped up to 10. Do you guys have something you want to talk about? Oh, those 2. Yeah, see, Georgie is pestering Chloe. No wonder Chloe doesn't like her, because Chloe went back inside her cage, and then after she went inside, then Georgie went down where she was eating, right even with her on the cage, and then yeah, she's yelling at her right now. Georgie is the little one, is antagonizing. She's like the Chihuahua of dogs, I guess. Fearless and loud. Sally says, I'm going to let you go, Evie. I love you so much. You're such a good mom. Okay, I'm off to the kitchen and make dinner for the old man who's coming home now. Okie dokie. I think we should probably all go. Let everybody get back to their day because it is 2:30 here. Not that I have anything to do, but I don't want to keep everybody on here just because you're being nice. Sally says smooches, and Debbie says bye to Sally. And Rosani says, I've got projects drying. I need to check them. I'll listen from a distance. Have a good one and stay safe, everyone. Okay, well, I think I'm going to hang up. And I guess the girl that was asking for the help, I can't remember her name, for the food bank, that she didn't even respond to thank you. So apparently that wasn't the help that she wanted. I'll leave it that way. Hey, Lynn, come check out some of our channels, please. And say hi in the comments. You have to make a big comment. Let us know that you're there, okay? Okay, bye, everyone. Sally said, I hope to see you again, Lynn. You never did tell me what part of Pittsburgh you're in. Nem says, I'm going to go, bye. And Lynn says, will do. And Debbie says, bye. Okay, bye, everybody. Thank you so much.